Assembly is held at the end of the academic year to celebrate achievements and distinctions our students have earned in multiple areas of upper school life. While much of the ceremony will focus on individual attainments, we are also here to pay tribute to the values that define us as a school community: intellectual curiosity, creativity, integrity, and resilience, all of which are reflected in the achievements of those whom we honor today. By tradition, we always like to begin by paying tribute to a very special group, my first graduating senior class of PDS, whose collective accomplishments have awed and inspired us over the past 4 years. A warm congratulations to the 108 members of this proud class. Now, to honor students who have achieved high levels of distinction in different areas of upper school life. The Alumni Service Award. Each year, the Alumni Association bestows an award on a senior who exemplifies the spirit and values of the Princeton Day School through service to others. Amy Gallo, class of 2003 and Director of Alumni Engagement, is here today to help me present this year's award. This year's Alumni Service winner has performed over 800 hours of service during his time in the upper school. This student has contributed his time and energies to a wide range of organizations, including the Trenton Area Soup Kitchen, Princeton Special Sports, and Loaves and Fishes. He has also held leadership positions within Corner House, both on the Teen Advisory Group and, this year, on the Student Board, leading substance abuse prevention workshops at area schools. This student has also traveled far beyond Princeton's borders to perform service in Haiti for several summers. For all the ways he has worked to address complicated problems in various communities, we are pleased to present this award to Declan Rourke. John Douglas Sax-Milner, class of 1980, was a young man of great strength, character, and grace of spirit. He had high standards for academic achievement, explored the intellectual world with enthusiasm, and welcomed the challenge of demanding courses. This memorial award commemorates John's special kind of determination and dedication, and it goes to a member of the graduating class who has overcome adversity and shown courage, resoluteness, and resilience in surmounting obstacles to achieve his or her goals. This year, the John Douglas Sax-Milner Award goes to a student who is an academic star, a leader and valued voice to her peers, a role model to younger students, and a second parent to her siblings. Really, she does it all, and she does it so well. She's tenacious, gritty, perseverant, all of the qualities we hope our students possess. Her caring, calm, and mature demeanor often masks how hard she works and how much responsibility she assumes. At PDS, she has blossomed into a poised and radiant young woman with a deep personal sense of purpose, who is ready to take on her next challenge. Sí se puede. Yes, you can. That is how she ended her powerful Hispanic Heritage Month speech to the upper school, and it is her personal motto. She thinks about what is possible, and as a young woman whom we are proud to call a Panther, for all she has overcome and all she will continue to do, the 2019 John Douglas Sax-Milner Award goes to Nashleen Salazar. Nashleen couldn't be with us today, and Ms. Simons is accepting this award on her behalf. The Frederick D. Woodbridge Memorial Award. Fred Woodbridge, class of 1978, demonstrated extraordinary leadership as a senior class president and impressive qualities of citizenship through his career at PDS. His concern for the good of the community was always sincere and steadfast. This memorial award goes to a graduating senior who has exhibited outstanding leadership qualities in developing class unity and spirit. This year's Woodbridge Memorial Award winner, simply put, is all about serving his community. When he thinks, he's not thinking simply about completing a task in and of itself. He's thinking about how others will interpret what he's doing and how they will react to it. He thinks about how his readers will translate his prose, how the audience member will feel in his set design, and how his peers will experience our school as they walk through the hallways. It gives him a great sense of joy and purpose to bring happiness to others. He believes in the power of community and has made ours better both in and out of the classroom. Most visible at PDS for his work as student council president, he has the drive to make change and feels a duty to lead his community nobly. With an endless passion for good and empathy for social causes around the spectrum, it is difficult to convey the impact he has had on our community and how well respected and adored he is by everyone here. Congratulations to this year's Frederick D. Woodbridge 78 Memorial Award winner, Rakesh Potter. The Ann Shepard Humanities Award. The Ann Shepard Humanities Award is given to a member of the junior class who has produced distinguished work in one or more of the following disciplines: English, history, music, art, or drama. Ann Shepard taught English for 44 years at Miss Fine School and then at Princeton Day School, retiring in 1995. Shepard Commons is named to her honor. This year's recipient of the Ann Shepard Humanities Prize is a source of energy and curiosity in the classroom and in the hallways at PDS. She has demonstrated qualities of engagement, respect, and healthy skepticism that all teachers value and appreciate. In her English, history, and French classes, she showcases the power of clear and discerning thinking, of deep listening, patience, and commitment to practice. As a writer, she is fluid and persuasive, and is able to argue her positions forcefully, pulling relevant textual evidence to support her claims. As a dancer, this student, who may at times seem reserved, exudes joy and playfulness. A deep thinker when it comes to rhythmic and culturally informed choreography, she has proven herself to be a hard worker with a determination and enthusiasm to start PDS's first dance team. This year's recipient embodies Chinua Achebe's definition of an intellectual, not merely as someone who knows many things, but as someone who is passionate about ideas. The 2019 Ann Shepard Humanities Prize goes to Feichi Inyang. The Mark L. Zeininger Memorial Award. Established in 2010 through the generosity of the Zeininger family and friends, the Mark L. Zeininger Class of 1981 Memorial Award goes to an alumnus The Mark L. Zeininger Class of 1981 Memorial Award honors an alumnus whose professional and personal life was dramatically and positively influenced during the summer of his junior year through his participation in a creative, challenging, and rigorous summer program. The award is given annually to a member of the junior class whose proposed summer experience in pursuit of an interest or passion has the greatest likelihood of inspiring and revealing new horizons and directions for his or her life path. I want to acknowledge a member of the Zeininger family who is here with us today, Mark's sister, Lydia. We are delighted to have you here with us. This year's recipient for the Zeininger Award has proven to have a gorgeous artistic vision, an openness to new ideas, and a deep engagement with her pursuits. She is a talented musician, a gifted wordsmith, and a strategic storyteller who produces poetic narratives in built form. Her delight in the creative process is palpable, not only in the work itself, but in the dialogue she shares about her work. This year's award recipient embodies the sense of independence and commitment to self-improvement that Mark Zeininger exemplified. In fact, she is the first high school student ever to approach this particular firm for a summer internship. For these reasons, she is most deserving of this award, which will allow her to spend a summer immersed in the world of Stephen Hull Architects, where she will experience firsthand the inner workings of a prestigious architectural firm in New York City. Congratulations to this year's Zeininger Award winner, Hannah Sue. And now, we honor students who have achieved high levels of intellectual distinction in our academic departments. The English Award. The English Award goes to a student who has distinguished herself or himself as an avid reader, an imaginative and perceptive interpreter of texts, a strong writer in a variety of genres, or responsive in classroom discussions. The first word that comes to mind when thinking of this student is poised. A thoughtful and generous member of the English classroom, with a strong work ethic and clear insight, she quickly emerges as a quiet leader, a careful close reader, and an elegant writer. Whether making a film, performing a monologue, or assessing a textual moment, she demonstrates a genuine sense of purpose, bringing an actor's awareness of language and character to all aspects of her work. Her enthusiasm for literature is palpable. She can speak just as astutely about the gentrification in modern Brooklyn as she can about the nature of evil in Victorian London, and can literally bring her classmates to tears with her examination of Disney's Cinderella. She can make connections between high culture and low, real life and fiction, and maybe most endearingly to her English teachers, between electives. She is the rare student who can easily see parallels between Pride and Prejudice and Much Ado About Nothing a year and several courses later. This year's recipient is not only a joy to teach, but a joy to be around. She has a warm smile, a quick laugh, and an even quicker mind. The recipient of this year's English Award is Haley Young. The Writing Award. The Writing Award goes to a student who shows a mature and abiding commitment to the craft of good writing in the classroom and beyond, both in writing and in serving as a trusted reader for other writers. Whether writing an analytical essay on The Great Gatsby, a personal narrative on a traditional Italian Sunday supper, or a research paper tracing the design principles and socio-political aspirations of New York City's Central Park, this student believes in and practices the art of writing as process, seeking feedback from teachers and peers while producing revised and painstakingly refined drafts on a regular basis. She is the kind of student who arrives at the conclusion of an essay draft only to realize in a wonderful eureka moment that she suddenly understands what she is really writing about. She scraps her work and begins anew, undaunted by the time or effort it takes to start over. For her, writing is joyful. Her work evinces a true love of language, the kind that all English teachers want to cultivate in their students. This year's Writing Award goes to Nina Ajamian. The History Award. The History Prize recognizes excellence, passion, and commitment to the discipline, which at Princeton Day School encompasses art history, economics, geography, government, history, philosophy, and religion. While we teach over 100 seniors, the department grants only one award. The 2019 History Prize winner has been recognized for her remarkable aptitude by her teachers and peers across her high school tenure. She has demonstrated deep thinking in philosophy, a remarkable ability to analyze society through an economist's lens, and a unique gift in connecting historical themes across time and place. She is a meticulous worker and a willing participant who leads by example. When a class is quiet and searching for an answer, our students will look to her for the way forward. This scholar can always be relied upon to look at historical events or situations in unique ways and articulates her ideas beautifully, whether orally or in prose. Her quiet smile and calm demeanor always brighten our classrooms, and she will be sorely missed. The entire history department is excited to see how she soars next year and beyond, and is honored to present this year's History Prize to Isa. Now we turn to the awards recognizing achievements in the discipline of mathematics. The Math Award. The recipient of this award demonstrated great passion for the field of mathematics over her high school career. She exemplifies the drive and commitment necessary to succeed in math. She approaches each new idea with enthusiasm and curiosity, and is always trying to expand her horizons into different branches of mathematics, from statistics and calculus to game theory and computer science. Her research papers on machine learning and P versus NP problems showcased her ability to work between disciplines and connect ideas from various fields. In her high school career, she exhausted the PDS math program and excelled in every class she took. It is my pleasure to present the 2019 Math Award to Seishu Foxcroft. Memorial Math Award. Jim Walker, a long-serving math teacher and department chair at PDS, affected many lives both inside and outside the classroom. This award recipient embodies the love of math and passion for learning that Jim exemplified. Over the past 4 years, this fine math student has embraced challenge and modeled perseverance and resilience as she has tackled courses across the curriculum, from geometry through calculus and statistics. She's become a fixture in the math office, sharing ideas with her teachers and looking for opportunities to hone her skills and deepen her understanding of complex mathematical concepts. She has been a leader in both SIMS and U Alpha Theta, using each organization as a platform to communicate and spread the enthusiasm and joy she feels for mathematics to her fellow students. Her senior project, creating promotional and training videos for SIMS, will leave a legacy to PDS that will enhance students' mathematical experiences for years to come. We believe the student best embodies the qualities of Jim Walker, who sought to develop in his own students during his tenure at PDS. We are pleased to present the James Walker Math Award to Helen Muratab. The Computer Science Award. Throughout her high school career at PDS, this student has distinguished herself through her exceptional commitment and enthusiasm for anything related to computer science, problem solving, coding, and creative thought. In a constant drive to perfect her skills and build a community of empowered students, she challenged herself and her peers to program the motion of NASA's Sphere satellites by founding the Zero Robotics team. She elevated our school's profile at programming competitions such as the Philadelphia Classic and the Rowan University Programming Contest. She led the Computer Science Club through events like the Hour of Code and Steam Night, and inspired her peers while presenting her work at the Lead Like a Girl conference. Well set on her path to solving the big problems of our times, she is a true example of what it takes to be a creative thinker in today's technologically driven world. Congratulations, Morgan McNulty. Moving on to the Science Awards, which recognize outstanding achievement in this discipline. The Biology Award. Each year, the Biology Award is given to a student whose enthusiasm and dedication align with a growing mastery of the study of the life sciences. This student came into freshman biology already a seasoned naturalist. His boundless enthusiasm for the study of biology continued all throughout his high school career. During his junior year, he doubled in his science classes by enrolling in AP Biology and a new class, REX, the PDS Research Experience. Senior year, he was back in the biology classroom for anatomy and physiology. It was through these classes that this student immersed himself in the study of the natural world, exploring plant and insect behavior, understanding the technical nuances of experimental design, and learning deeply about the human body. Over his junior summer, he interned with the Ecology Lab at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and for his senior project, he has dedicated his time to understanding a Pavlovian response in pea plants. The way this student questions the natural world around him is inspiring, and he is very much deserving of this Biology Award. Congratulations, Walt Lehman. Award. This year's Chemistry Award is presented in conjunction with the Hubert N. Allier Award, which is given by the Princeton section of the American Chemical Society, and is named for the renowned Princeton Professor Emeritus of Chemistry. This student has repeatedly demonstrated an ability to observe in keen detail, to measure with fine precision, to synthesize concepts and manipulate data in complex fashion, and to write clearly and convincingly of her results, all with a joyful sense of wonder. She fearlessly stepped into her research on advanced stereospecific organic synthesis reactions, just as fearlessly as she did when helping guide her peers in the Sim Center and on the Science Olympiad team. Her passion for learning has been a beacon for all of us. Congratulations to Reina Casera. The Physics Award. The Physics Award is given annually to a student who has developed a strong conceptual understanding of physics, a fluency with advanced mathematical principles, and the ability to apply ideas creatively to analyze and solve complex scientific problems. While teachers often ask their students to dig deeper and challenge their understanding of a topic, few students ask that of their teachers in return. This year's recipient has a conceptual and mathematical understanding of physics that has been unrivaled in a student for some time at this school. For excellence in the study of physics, we are delighted to present this award to Pranav Kulakar. The Award for Overall Science Excellence. The Overall Science Excellence Award is given to a student who has a deep and strong aptitude for the science of matter, life, and energy, and seeks deep interconnections among the concepts involved. This remarkable science student has taken every advanced class, science class that PDS has to offer, and has an impeccable academic record in all of her science courses. But more than that, she displayed a tremendous commitment to scientific research in her advanced Rex class by investigating biomarkers for lung disease of 9/11 survivors at NYU's Department of Environmental Medicine lab. In addition, she's an accomplished dancer and one of the leaders of our most successful Science Olympiad team to date. We're extremely proud to present this year's Overall Science Award to Angela And now we turn to awards recognizing achievement in classical and modern languages. The Elizabeth Fine Latin Award. This year's Latin Award winner took his cue from Churchill's advice for a good education. He said, "I would let the clever ones learn Latin as an honor and Greek for a treat." Well-versed in Latin and recently immersed in ancient Greek, this year's winner used both languages to enhance his writing, develop his thinking, and translate his way into a better understanding of the present through its debt to the past. The Elizabeth Fine Latin Award goes to Aditya Hidayat. The French Award. The recipient of this year's French Award is a student who, in addition to a remarkable mastery of language, has developed a real love for French culture and French literature. Her passion for unusual and sophisticated vocabulary and her insatiable curiosity for the mechanical intricacies of French grammar have helped her develop her remarkable oral and written proficiency. Her essays are a thing of beauty, thanks to her elegant writing style and her impressive analytical skills. During her senior year, she deepened her study of French literature by taking a class at Princeton University, while also continuing to read Voltaire, Rimbaud, and La Fontaine with her PDS classmates. For her overall excellence and her commitment to the French language, literature, and culture, congratulations, Elsie Wong. The Chinese Award. More than 2,000 years ago, the Chinese philosopher Mencius said, "So it is that whenever heaven invests a person with great responsibilities, it first tries his resolve, exhausts his muscles and bones, starves his body, leaves him destitute, and confounds his every endeavor. In this way, his patience and endurance are developed, and his weaknesses are overcome." With passion and commitment, this year's recipient has shown determination, enthusiasm, and eagerness in the study of the Chinese language. He has demonstrated his perseverance and willingness to face difficulties with a positive spirit. His understanding of many modern cultures has enabled him to approach the learning of Chinese with an open mind and deep appreciation of the Chinese culture. This year's Chinese Award goes to Jacob Theriot. The Spanish Award. This year's Spanish Award goes to the individual who has distinguished himself for his dedication to the Spanish language and to the Hispanic and Latinx cultures and identities. Scholarly ambition and sincere dedication are the hallmarks of this student's approach to his work in this discipline. During his tenure in the upper school, he consistently demonstrated his deep proficiency in our most advanced AP Spanish literature and our post-AP course, Identidades Latinoamericanas. He has written literary analyses worthy of any university course and created original, compelling arguments that address issues in contemporary Latin American society. He is deeply caring and proud of his own Spanish heritage and goes to great lengths to share that passion with all those around him. On behalf of all of his language teachers, it is a great pleasure to recognize the linguistic dedication and overall outstanding scholarship of Joseph Santamaria. The Dual Language Award. The recipient of this year's Dual Language Award is a highly talented and creative linguist who is as comfortable researching contemporary politics in Venezuela as she is reading Voltaire in French. This outstanding language student has developed not only an exceptional level of proficiency, but also a deep understanding of the many cultures she came across in her PDS French and Spanish classes. Consistently showing a keen interest in the politics, history, and literature of the Francophone and Hispanophone worlds, she embodies the love of language and culture that PDS hopes to inspire in its students. Congratulations, Leah Namouni. We now turn to awards for excellence in visual arts and design. The Ceramics Award. Over the last 2 years, this student has defined what it means to be an exceptional member of the ceramics studio. She chose a workbench by the window and made it her home. This student was often found working on her projects at all times of the day, and with passage of time, she chose projects that increasingly challenged her skills and developed her voice in clay. Her work speaks for itself and is often the topic of students' conversation when kilns are unloaded. Congratulations to Julia Patterson. The Media Award. The Media Award recognizes students who have demonstrated a commitment to developing the tools necessary to use this form as a language to speak to the complicated texture of the events and experiences that form our lives. This year's grant recipient has demonstrated those elements of creative and intellectual growth that are fundamental to success in this field. Over the years, he has challenged every assignment and taken it upon himself to form language that is distinctly his. His experimental nature, fused with a deep passion for human experience, have moved him to produce some of the most memorable films that have come out of the media class in years. This year's Media Award goes to Shai Fruchter. The Painting and Drawing Award. The award for painting is given to a student who has shown a sustained and deep commitment to the study of art. The award for painting and drawing is given to that student who has taken on the demands of a studio environment to experiment, take chances, commit to process, and delve into the complicated history that has shaped this practice. Success in the studio demands a student's ability to identify a subject and then relentlessly stay in contact with it while simultaneously unraveling new ways of seeing and communicating this experience. And taking on these challenges, this year's award winner has created bodies of work that have helped all who have seen them experience the world around them in new and unexpected ways. This year's award in painting and drawing goes to Lucy Bailey. The Gary Lott Art Purchase Award. This year's recipient has always had a love for the creative process. This can be seen by his work in the studio as well as on stage. Over the years, he has developed a wide portfolio of skills in order to achieve his vision. His love for fabrication is driven largely by his thirst for knowledge and quest to satiate his curiosity as a learner. Congratulations to Matt Keeney. The Mark Winstanley Class of 1990 Art Purchase Award. Over the past 4 years, despite a demanding academic schedule, this student has been one of our best photography students. Her inquisitive nature, sensitivity, humility, and kindness are evident in both her images and in her relationships with all those around her. Her uniquely creative vision, combined with her impressive skills, has led to images that are invariably independent, original, and outstanding. Her photographs have been selected for many juried exhibitions and earned her many awards and recognition. She also had a one-person show at Small World Cafe in Princeton and somehow found time to maintain a photo blog and website. She truly loves photography. This award goes to Nina Ajanian. The Photography Award. The award for excellence in photography goes to a student who has made photography a significant part of his academic and extracurricular life. Over the past 2 years, this student has jumped headfirst into photography with an approach to all of his creative endeavors being nothing short of heroic. This student has taken on a mastery of photography that goes well beyond the curriculum he has been taught. It is not uncommon to see the student come to school early, sometimes before the sun rises, and leave late. His hard work in the studio is represented in the magnificent photographs he has created. The 2019 Photography Award goes to Eamon Devane. The Andy Franz Woodworking Award. This award is named in honor of a former PBS teacher, Andy Franz, whom we are honored to have here with us today. Mr. Franz, will you please rise to be recognized? Mr. Franz had the pleasure of working with the 3 recipients of this award collectively 17 different times, spanning the last 8 years. They have become mentors to young students and created a studio culture centered around high skill and an in-depth exploration of traditional and contemporary design. 2 years ago, all 3 of them won national honors at the highly competitive Freshwood competition. It is my pleasure to give this award to Walter Eamon, Julia Gershel, and Chris Klein. Now we turn to awards in the performing arts. The Frank Jacobson Music Scholars. The Jacobson Scholar Program is named in honor of Frank Jacobson, who taught music at PDS from 1967 to 2000. He created this program to provide a course of study and a showcase for students who are serious about music performance and composition and who intend to major or minor in music in college. This year, there were 5 Jacobson Music Scholars, 4 seniors, Eric Chen, Robert Jong, Kaito Nomura, and Tommy Sarsfield. And 1 junior, Charlotte Haggerty. It is by tradition we honor our senior Jacobson Scholars at this awards assembly. Here are some thoughts on our 4 senior scholars before they come up to receive their awards. Eric Chen. Eric may not be aware of this, but he seems to have been a Jacobson Scholar for the past 12 years. From his early years in the lower school and middle school to his most recent successes in the upper school, Eric has remained consistent, persistent, and passionate. Playing an instrument requires a high degree of precision, and Eric has proven himself a master. His final Jacobson recital was a testament to this. Certainly, there was no note left behind. Robert Jong. Having a passion for music, Robert has performed as a member of both the upper school band and orchestra. His creativity and knowledge of music theory and harmony makes him an exemplary improviser on jazz flute. Robert speaks with fervor about his experience here in the music community. He consistently describes being in band as being in family, a place where he has met some of his best friends and has had the opportunity to showcase his talents and joy of making music. Due to illness, he was unable to complete his spring recital, yet still, he has been a consistent supporter for the arts and musicians at PDS. Robert, may the joy and light music brings you never dim. Kaito Nomura. Since his arrival at Princeton Day School, Kaito has remained an important and integral member of the performing arts program. His dedication to violin and the art of playing has always been present in both his solo and ensemble appearances at PDS, and he has also shared his talents at the prestigious Verbier Festival. His most recent Jacobson Scholar recital was presented passionately and professionally. We are sure that music will always be a part of Kaito's life, and we thank him for sharing his talents with us. Tommy Sarsfield. As a member of the PDS Orchestra, Tommy has been an active participant in the performing arts throughout his years at Princeton Day School. Those who attended his most recent Jacobson recital were awed by his passion and artistry and could clearly see just how much he truly loves making music. Regardless of where the road ahead takes him, music will be a part of Tommy's life, and we are sure that he will continue to share his passion with the world. Our 4 senior Jacobson Scholars. The Choral Music Award. This year's Choral Award goes to an individual who has excelled in the upper school as a singer, musician, and leader. She has served as a section leader of the upper school chorus, co-head of Pitch Please, and as a member of the Madrigals. In addition to leading girls a cappella, she also creates arrangements for many of their songs. She exemplifies being a strong leader and musician, and we know she will continue to share her voice and talents in both musical and non-musical endeavors after she leaves PDS. Congratulations, Haley Young. The Instrumental Music Award. It has been 12 years since this individual played his first note at PDS. To describe this artist's achievements at PDS is difficult because as an art, music is very abstract. Yet everything related to this art form has mathematical connections. And in music performance, one cannot erase mistakes. One can only work to not make the same mistakes twice. That level of preparation is a long and tedious process, and the road to success in music is based on perseverance, mental stamina, and surgical precision. High-level music performance is delivered only through hard work, and none have worked harder than this young man. Please join me in congratulating Eric Chen. The Theater Award for Performances. This year's recipient has earned the rare honor of performing main roles in every production while a student in the upper school. Her energy, work ethic, and positive attitude are matched by her boundless talent. Her laugh is infectious, and her sheer love of the theater has served as a source of inspiration for the entire company. From her work as the overachieving Marcy Park in Spelling Bee to her recent turn as Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors, the McEnany Theater has been graced by a true triple threat. Congratulations, Julia Park. The Theater Award for Technical Achievement. The recipient of this year's award for technical achievement in theater has distinguished himself so often and to such a degree that he has become an integral part of every show that has graced our stage during the last 4 years. With a keen grasp of both the creative and practical demands of production, he has proven himself to be both an inspired designer and an accomplished technician. He has also shown time and again that he is a natural leader, both on and off the stage. We are pleased to present the 2019 Theater Award for Technical Achievement to Rakesh Kotlery. The Dance Award. The PDS Dance Award goes to a senior who has actively participated in the PDS Dance program on a multitude of levels and demonstrates a high level of ability in this field. The Dance Award goes to a dancer who not only shows advanced proficiency in technique and choreography, but has also maintained a strong presence in the PDS Dance Department and its activities for the past 4 years. This student is perhaps our biggest dance aficionado to date. Whether jumping into a last-minute dance film, staying up to date with the best ballet dancers in the world, or making a televised phone call to the renowned choreographer Twyla Tharp, she is always current in her knowledge of the dance world. With experience under her belt as an assistant choreographer to Little Shop and Bat Boy, as well as an exquisite understanding of the art of choreography through her own dances, she is well deserving of this year's Dance Award. Congratulations, Leah Namuni. The Athletic Awards. The Gold P Athletic Awards. The Gold P Award is presented to senior student athletes who have contributed to the overall success of Princeton Day School's interscholastic athletics program. The award celebrates athletes' athletic excellence, sportsmanship, leadership, and participation on varsity teams. The Women's Gold P Award. A 10 varsity season athlete, this young woman has been a standout on her field hockey and lacrosse teams for 4 years, and on her ice hockey team for 2. She captained both her field hockey and lacrosse teams, and this year she earned first team Central Jersey Field Hockey Coaches Association's honor for the 3rd time, and received our Coaches Award for her outstanding play as a leading defender on our lacrosse team. She led by example and did whatever was needed to help her teams and teammates succeed. She will go to Michigan State in the fall to play field hockey. Congratulations, Valerie. The Men's Gold P Award. This student athlete completed 12 varsity seasons over his high school career. He is a 3-sport standout in soccer, ice hockey, and lacrosse, and he captained all 3 as a senior. One of the most talented male athletes to come through PDS, he is one of the top 5 scorers in PDS hockey history, and he was the leading scorer on his lacrosse team this past season. Beyond his prowess on the field, he is an impactful leader to his fellow teammates. He is soft-spoken, but everyone hears him and listens. He will play college lacrosse at Christopher Newport University in the fall. Congratulations, Toby Alston. The Frankie K. Class of 1976 Sportsmanship Award. Given yearly, this award was named for Frank Konstantinowicz, Class of 1976, who was a revered Princeton Day School student athlete and who also attended Harvard, where he was a member of the varsity basketball team. This memorial award is in honor of his natural athletic ability, genuine friendliness, sense of fairness, and natural, unassuming leadership. The Women's Award. The Women's Frankie K. Award goes to a young woman who in her time here at PDS has won constant admiration from her teammates. As a 10 varsity season athlete, she has earned the Central Jersey Field Hockey Coaches Association First Team Honors and the NJISAA Prep B Field Hockey All-State Honors for 3 consecutive years. She led with genuine care for her team and her teammates, and despite being hampered by injuries in her senior seasons of basketball and lacrosse, she remained committed to her teams. Her ability to lead with compassion and her determination to stay involved were inspirational for all. Her future teammates at Amherst are lucky to have her. Congratulations, Gwen Allen. The Men's Award. The Men's Frankie K. Award goes to a young man who puts his team first and foremost. After arriving at PDS as a sophomore, he quickly assimilated himself into every facet of our school. From his first days on campus, he has been a valued teammate as a varsity basketball and lacrosse player. His coaches describe him as one of the most coachable players they have had. He has played through illness and injury, and he consistently stepped up when his team needed him. He has been the quintessential student athlete at PDS, and next year he will join Trinity College's lacrosse program. Congratulations to Jimmy O'Connor. The Princeton Day School Scholar Athlete Award. The Princeton Day School Scholar Athlete Award recognizes students who have maintained a high standard of academic excellence while fully committing to their athletic endeavors. The Women's Scholar Athlete Award. This young woman and scholar athlete is a gifted multi-sport student who played field hockey, ice hockey, and softball. She is a strong role model for her teammates and has been selected to the ice hockey all-academic team as well as the NFHCA all-academic squad selection. She is a quiet leader who has shown strong and positive leadership through her work ethic and skill. She is an uncanny scorer who has a nose for the goal, and her teams are better because of her. She will attend Case Western Reserve University in the fall. Congratulations, Sasha Sidwana. The Men's Scholar Athlete Award. This award goes to a young man who plays baseball and ice hockey. He takes a leadership role with the younger players on his team, and he has been described as the consummate team player, selfless, positive, and always willing to do what is best for his teams. He will attend Princeton University next year. Congratulations to Kevin Flayhide. Kevin has also been selected by the New Jersey Independent Schools Athletic Association as the statewide recipient for the Men's Scholar Athlete Award. Our Director of Athletics, Tim Williams, who is the Vice President of the NJISAA, will present the state award to Kevin. Congratulations to Kevin on behalf of the 31 members of the New Jersey Independent Schools Athletic Association who saw a very competitive pool. You have been selected as the men's statewide scholar athlete. The Cum Laude Societies. Each year, the PDS chapter of the Cum Laude Society inducts a number of students whose academic performance and citizenship fulfill the National Honor Society's guiding principles of excellence, justice, and honor. These are students who enrich the life of the school with their creativity, boldness of thought, and generosity towards others, and in addition to the academic excellence, exemplify sound character, honor, and integrity. In honoring them, we honor the best in each member of this class of 2019 and in all of us. I would like to invite our faculty advisors to the Cum Laude Society, Lisa Weber and Steve Gadd, to please come to the stage. There you are. Edie. As I call your name, please come forward one at a time to receive your certificate and pin, and then if you could line up to my left so we can honor you as a group. This year's Cum Laude inductees are Nina Ajamian, Elizabeth Berman, Seishu Bhaskar, Ben Blitz, Charlotte Eisman, Kevin Flayhide, Jake Harris, Lisa Hogshire, Zoe Jackson. Nina Kanamalaru. Reina Casera. Morgan McNulty. Helen Muratab. Julia Parks. Rakesh Potlery. Joe Santamaria. Angela Toulousan. Daniel Tang. Rebecca Tang. Jacob Therial. Elsie Wong. And Lydia Wu. Our 2019 cum laude inductees. Thank you. I would now like to invite our 2018-2019 Chief Yearbook Editors, Nina Ajamian, Angela Toulousan, and Una DiMatteo.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're this year's Editors-in-Chief of the PBS Yearbook. We, along with our incredible yearbook staff and advisor, Ms. Ledley, have worked hard to create a book that we're immensely proud of, and we hope you'll be proud of it as well.
At the heart of any good yearbook is a theme, a clear message that dictates the style and feel of the book, and that has been shaped by our community. This year saw a multitude of changes, which all resulted in the shaping and strengthening of our community. We hope to highlight those changes while still ensuring that the book was from the perspective of the students, as it is a student publication. With this certain design in mind, we themed our 2018-2019 yearbook, Here's How We See It. This theme seemed fitting and appropriate for many reasons. From a new head of upper school, Ms. Sabadayo, to the renovation of Shepherd, to the 10th anniversary of our wonderful PDS garden, PDS has experienced a lot this year. We've had to adapt to many changes, and we grew as a community as a result. But amongst these tremendous changes, our sense of unity and good spirits have stayed constant, illustrating our tremendous, unique superpower to rise above and continue on no matter the obstacle. This book is our story, our point of view, our words, and our memories. Here's how we see them.
Another big change that the PDS community had to overcome was the absence of Mr. Salato. Mr. Salato has never stopped believing in us, has always seen the best in every PDS student, and has supported our community to no end. Naturally, when he abruptly went on medical leave earlier this year, we wanted to give him some of what he has given all of us, what he has given us all of these years, support and hope. The school felt empty without his presence, but we picked ourselves up and realized that wallowing in our sadness was not going to make a change. The best course of action was to make him proud and give him hope, just as he has always done for us. From sending get well cards to folding over 1,000 paper cranes, we grew as a community this year and learned a lot about the power of hope, generosity, and support.
Mr. Salato, we have chosen to dedicate the 2018-2019 yearbook to you. This choice was quite easy. When thinking of PDS, you immediately come to mind. You are integral to all of our lives, whether you're addressing our community during an assembly, shaking our hands in the morning, or simply waving hello in the hallway. This book is a permanent reminder of your impact on our school. We would like to thank you for everything that you do for the entire PDS community each and every day. In the yearbook, you will find a beautiful dedication letter written by your senior advisee, Julia, on behalf of the senior class. While her experiences are personal, the sentiments she expresses are shared by everyone in our grade. We will all miss you next year and want you to know how significant your guidance has been to us. We hope you love this yearbook as much as we do. We truly couldn't see PDS without you. Thank you.
A few quick announcements before we conclude our award ceremony. If the award recipients and the new cum laude inductees could stay behind, that would be wonderful. We would like to take your pictures. Students, yearbooks are available following this assembly, so please make your way down to the campus center for a treat and yearbook distribution. And so this officially concludes our 2019 awards assembly. Congratulations to all of our award recipients and to our wonderful class of 2019. Thank you all for joining us.
Just too many. What is it? Back on point. Get that.